first carry for Christian McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A play fake, and it's Darnold. That caught by Tremble. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So they give up the completion there, but defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Darnold. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And this one is right through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
first and 10. It's Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's second and 10.
Now Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Now Michael Carter, who played nearby in college in Chapel Hill. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run on second down with Carter.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Going for it, it's Carter.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Michael Carter
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there on a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Darnold, he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He was under duress.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more.
And oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that are going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
On 1st down, Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down. It's Coleman, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Wilson. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 47 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. On second down, it's Coleman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Second and 10.
Again, Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson drops it off for Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of...
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. A handoff for Carter.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Another tote for Carter.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Michael Carter
making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets can take the lead now with an extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throw complete to Herndon. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Carter, a first down and more.
There's a nice move, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he bowls over him. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run with Carter.
And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson.
He'll get this to Coleman.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Darnold now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Big stop, King. Big stop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Darnold's throw complete there to Moore.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Check. Hey. Hop. Check.
Here's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Tremble with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Valentine to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter. And
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 19. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse the... And look at this! They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jets 31, Panthers 27.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Shifts by him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Ballantyne to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Wilson. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Carter once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Darnold.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. That caught by Tremble.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Darnold to throw.
Dancing to his left. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Valentine to return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
They'll go again with Carter.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Throwing now is Wilson. This one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Darnold gets this to Moore, and he will get out of bounds to stop the clock. So a nice pickup there all the way up past the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Darnold now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready.